Hello.
Oh,
Hey, you're back. I think you get an award for today.
I feel like a banana peel. I'm so limber.
Remember what I said, right? We have to keep the engagement so we don't overstretch.
Right.
But I'm happy you're back. That's amazing. Good for you.
Yeah, it feels really good. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear. The strengthen and stretch class felt good, didn't it?
It really did. Yeah. Yeah, it did.
It felt good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a good one. My body feels good. Now I'm so excited about teaching. I don't have a slide. It's so new. I don't have a slide for it. Hold on. Here we go. There I am. All right. All right. Everyone's still popping on, but hi, everyone. In the chat, we have a message from our TA, our Get Set Up TA, Kim. She is with us today to help with any technical questions you may have, any help you need navigating the Get Set Up website. And during the class, if you have questions, she can monitor that through the chat box with me. So everyone say hi to Kim. Hi, Kim. Hey, Kim,
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Kim, you want to let us know where you are? Where are you?
I'm in the Philippines. It's morning here, so 5 in the morning.
Good morning, Kim. Welcome to Long Beach, California.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad you're here. All right. Well, I think Hi, Loretta. Hi, Joy. I'm so happy to see you guys. Emily. Oh, it's so nice. Okay. So most of you know I'm Christina. I am your guide for the day, for today. For the day, because some of you are in my other two classes today. So for the day, I'm your guide. You can join into other classes today and have even more guides. I'm from Long Beach, California, and I am teaching today yoga for beginners. So yoga for beginners, I think, is such an important class to take. Even if you've been practicing yoga for a while, it just kind of brings you back to basics, right? Takes you down, breaks down a pose, and helps me and you prevent injury, right? So we can build strength, we can lengthen muscle tissue, we can find the depth of a pose that really we can ground and connect to without injury. So that's why we're teaching yoga for beginner classes. I will also be teaching 2 more next week, and we might keep those on the schedule for a while, just so we can all it's also kind of like a get to know you. Like this is my language, and this is what my language is saying for this pose. And then within like a few weeks, you'll be like, oh, she's saying this, I'm going to do this. And we'll all kind of know each other from there. I love teaching yoga. Everybody's been practicing with me knows it's my passion, wellness and health, and that mind, body, and soul connection, and living the most authentic life possible. That's what I'm all about. So I love sharing that with people. We learn from each other. This Get Set Up setup is just phenomenal. All the classes they offer, this opportunity for wellness. I just think it's amazing for virtual learning or virtual fitness through this platform. If you have your camera on, it really helps me cue you better, modify for the best pose for you. So if you're comfortable, please turn on your camera, and it really helps me, especially for this class. You will receive a recording after this class, but if you do not, you can you can email help@getsetup.io, and we are live streaming. So everybody wave to our live streamers. Register for a class and come and join us in person. We'd love to have you. And finally, Get Set Up is not paid to promote any products. So even though we talk about products in this class, yoga tools, We don't get paid for that. All right. So how many of you were with me on Monday for Yoga for Beginners?
I was.
You were, Imagine. You were, Emily. Okay. So we went through say easy pose, which as we know, sometimes isn't so easy. We worked on the mat. And today we're working on warrior poses, standing poses. So if you were with me for the class before, we're going to start in mountain pose. Today we will start in mountain pose so we can all stand and find our mountain, that steady place inside of us. I'm so happy you're back, Madge. And hi, Loretta. Hi, Denise. Hi, Babette. Okay, Joy. So happy you're all here. So mountain pose, you pivot onto one foot and you bring that heel in. And if it lands at the arch of your foot, that is hip distance. And then your feet are like you have skis. They're the number 11. So when I say let's come into mountain pose, that's what we do. And I'm going to try to play. I'm going to move my Madge gave me great feedback. Thank you, Madge. I am going to move my computer around today so you can see me. But for now, in this mountain pose, we can stay like this. We rotate the shoulders open by bringing our palms forward. You can gently close the eyes. Ground the feet into the mat. Kind of lift the toes, wiggle them around a little, right? And then rest them. Just kind of let them drape on the floor. Nice and rested. And then the knees come over the ankles and the hips come over the knees, beginning this long line of energy, right? Aligning our bodies. That's what we're doing. Bring that tailbone. So often we're standing with an overarched back. So much stress and tension on our backs and on our core. And so just do a little, we're not tucking all the way, but we're bringing our tailbone down towards the mat to just alleviate any of the overarching. And when you do that, engage the core right away. It kind of just happens. I love that sensation. And then roll the shoulders back and down. Try to get the shoulder blades to hug, to kiss. And then have the fingertips reaching down towards the mat, kind of lowering the shoulders even more. And we do a double chin to align the neck with the spine. On your next inhale, slowly lift the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, creating length between the ears and the shoulders. I will never, every single class I teach, I do this. You all been with me, I do this. This, if you do nothing else in a day, if you can't get to a class, please remember to stand tall. Right, it's kind of like a counter. We're countering our bad habits that we have by rolling our shoulders, being on the computer, dropping our heads, right? We're overstretching the back muscles when our shoulders are rolled forward. We're tightening our chest muscles here. And then we're overarching, we're putting so much pressure on our neck. So every single day, if we could just remember to stand tall, double chin, and grow. Connect with your breath now. You can just gently start to deepen the breath. Like slowly deepen it. Close the eyes if it's comfortable. Feel the chest, the ribs, and the belly. Feel it all expand on each inhale. And then feel it all drop on the exhale. The beautiful flow of life force energy in our bodies. if you'd like to keep your eyes closed and gently sway side to side, maybe front and back, go ahead. If you get dizzy doing that, you can gently open your eyes and find a focal point in front of you and gaze at it softly. That's okay, it's the same thing. And then pause in stillness and grounds. Root the feet into the earth and grow tall. And keep the breath deep and slow in your body. Smile from the inside out. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, shake it out, twirl, giving our internal organs a little pat, thanking them for working so efficiently. Okay, so we're going to work through 3 sun salutations, and then to warm up our bodies if you're just joining me, and then we will begin with standing poses. So you stand, we start in mountain pose, prayer hands at heart center, grow tall, pressing the palms together, the elbows out. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold, soft bend in the knees, pause halfway. So I want this to be, we're gonna just feel it all here. Your knees are bent. Do you need to bend them more? Can you keep your body weight evenly distributed throughout your feet? Take a deep inhale, lengthen the neck, and then exhale, fold. From this fold, just pause and sway side to side. And have your knees bent as much as they need to be. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Relaxing every and all tension in the neck. Pause in stillness. Inhale, half lift. So half lift. I love half lift because it's a transition pose, but it's a pose that counts, right? So your back is flat. Your neck is in line with the spine. The shoulders are down, everything, just like in mountain pose. Try to even the weight of your body on your feet. You end up more on the balls of your feet than you do on the heels in this pose. So this is half lift. Everybody that I can see looks great. This is what it can look like so very often. So all of those things tweak our bodies, right? We don't want that. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold, knees are bent, arms out to the side, flat back, we rise. The knees are the last to straighten. Prayer hands to heart center. So did everybody see those wonky half lifts I did? Right, so we had, so people half lift here, or people half lift here, they overarch their back, oh my gosh, so bad on the back. They hunch over, they drop the shoulders, they drop their head, and or they look up. You can see all kinds of wrong here, right? So it's just nice and gentle. Can you see the difference? Yes, okay, good. And then forward fold, and then when you rise up, you have a big bend, your quads are engaged, your inner thighs, because they bear the weight. We keep our back flat and the arms are out and we rise up. That is building strength in a gentle way in our quads. Does anybody have any questions about half sun salutations? We're going to do three more. Any questions? When we're moving through them, try to keep your eyes closed. Maybe the first one you watch me, but if you can, try to close your eyes and let your body flow with the rhythm of your breath. through a half sun salutation. Yogis used to get up as the sun rose and they'd go to the edge wherever they could to watch the sun rise, and they would do half sun salutations to rise with the sun. Isn't that just makes me so, it puts so much meaning into a half sun salutation for me. This has been going on for centuries, right? People have been doing this. All right, so our hands are at prayer. We're grounding in our mountain pose. Our core is engaged. We inhale, slowly bring the arms up and overhead. We exhale, bring the arms out wide and begin to fold. Inhale, find your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are bent, arms out, rise. Slowly inhaling, and then exhale, prayer hands to heart center. Inhale, it's like you're drawing energy up. And then exhale, palms down, arms out wide, drawing energy down into this fold. Inhale to half lifts. Exhale, forward fold, knees are bent, arms out to the side, rise. Exhale, prayer hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up and overhead. If it's comfortable, close your eyes. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lifts. Exhale, forward fold, knees are bent, arms out, rise. Slow, like the sun rising in the sky. Exhale, prayer hands to heart center. One more. Inhaling the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lifts. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees and rise with a flat back. Prayer hands to heart center, ground in your mountain pose, grows tall. Connects to all who have brought the sun, have risen with the sun through these salutations. Ground into this pose. Feel the gratitude and the ancientness of this practice. Gently blink open your eyes. Okay, half sun salutations. Do we have any questions? For everybody who has their camera on, you all looked great, so thank you. And if anybody has questions, please let me know. If you are live streaming, you can give feedback and ask a question if you are live streaming and don't have the ability right now. Okay, so from our mountain pose, I'm gonna go to one of my favorite poses, although I do say that about almost every pose. So we're in mountain pose. You can put your hands at your waist and just kind of play around with the tailbone. Kind of overarch the back, bring it in, right? Just kind of feel, when you have your hands here, it helps to feel. And just get your hips nice and neutral and feel what that feels like. And then ground into the right foot. Pivot onto the ball of the left foot. And then bring the left foot back. The heel we're gonna set up for warrior two. We're coming into warrior two different ways. So this is what we're doing here. So that right foot is like a ski. The left heel is behind the left toes, and the left toes are angled towards the the corner of the mat. Can everyone see that in my feet? Can you see my foot? Okay, good. Bring the arms out wide and then bend the knee. So the right knee is tracking the second toe and it's directly over or behind the ankle. I will say that every class to make sure there is no injury on our knees. Tuck that hip under and take a look down. If you drew a line from your right heel, would it go to your left arch? Because that's what it is, a right heel to left arch alignment. Is the left heel planted behind the left toes? Gaze over the right fingertips. Roll the shoulders back and down. Make sure you're not overarching in that lower back. It took me years to get that, by the way. So be patient with yourself. Just stay aware of what your tailbone is doing. The shoulders are down and lift the head gently off the neck. Feel the space in this direction. So when we take an inhale and go into reverse warrior, we flip the palm, the front palm, and then we keep the lower body just exactly still. And from the torso, we begin to cartwheel back. The left fingertips slide down the hamstring and we reach that arm overhead. Now, if you have shoulder issues, you can have your arm wherever it needs to be. And we reach, because as long as you have the torso coming up to the back, you're getting the stretch here. So your arm can be here and you're still getting the benefit on that right side body. So when you did this, did your knee wobble in or out? Just take notice. So from here, we'll inhale, we'll stretch, enjoy that. And then we'll exhale, begin to come upright, gaze over the right fingers. Did your right knee move? So let's do this 2 more times, really conscious of what that right knee is doing. Keep that inner thigh engaged, engage the quad, engage the abductor. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. What happened to your knee? I can only see one knee. So did it move? Take an inhale, reach, and exhale, stretch. Come into your warrior 2. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, come back into warrior 2. Warrior 2, the full pose of warrior 2 is the gaze over the right fingertips. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. And then when we reverse the warrior, the palm flips and then our gaze goes up with the arm. And then we exhale, warrior 2. Take a deep inhale there. Exhale, bring it down. Does anybody have any questions about warrior 2? Okay. So now we're going to come into warrior 2. We're going to do the other side, but we're going to come into it differently. So find your mountain pose. We did this today in class. So come into your mountain pose. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step back into down dog. So down dog is an awesome pose, not an easy pose. Those upper arms are reaching in towards your ears, and make sure that your wrist creases are in line with your mat, like the tabletop. Your fingers are spread wide, and you're pushing between the thumb and the index finger. It gets easier to support yourself if you keep rotating your upper arms in towards your ears. And imagine my palm between your shoulder blades, pushing your chest towards your thighs. So from here, we inhale, lift the left leg high. This is called 3-legged dog. We exhale, bend that knee, hollow out the belly. This is called cheetah pose. So the belly's hollow, the shoulders are domed. We inhale, we lift a little higher. And then we exhale, place the left foot between the hands. From here, we shift the right hip forward, we shift the left hip back, and then we plant the right foot behind the right toes, bend the left knee, engage the core, and inhale, cartwheel the hands up into warrior 2. So we check, is the right heel behind the right toes? Can you draw a line from the left heel to the right arch? Are your shoulders down? Are you overarching your back? Gaze over the left fingertips. Breathe deeply, grow tall. You got it. You look great. Inhale, flip the left palm and bring that arm up. Let the right fingertips slide down the right hamstring and reach that arm up and over if it's available for your body. So here you get that nice right hip flexor stretch. You get the left side body stretch. Take an inhale and then exhale, come back into warrior two. Did that left knee stay tracking the second toe? Take a peek. Engage the quads a little bit more. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. And exhale, warrior two. How are your knees? Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. And exhale, warrior two. Take a deep inhale, grow tall. Exhale out. And then just come out of it nice and slow. Questions about coming into warrior two, and you can unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to know if you could demonstrate, without us doing the pose, the coming into it from downward dog.
Yes. Does everybody have downward dog? Everybody feel good in down dog? Down dog will get easier when we develop more strength in the arms. It gets easier. It's a hard pose though. I just want to say, it's a hard pose. So can you see my feet okay? I think I'm gonna come closer, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so I am here, I'm coming down, I'm gonna step in my down dog. So down dog, quads engaged, rotating the upper arm. I inhale, lift the left leg high. Now, if you can't get your leg this high, it's okay, just anywhere you can. So from here, we exhale, we bend the knee, we hollow out the belly. You see how I'm like it's a cheetah pose, but it's like a cat pose, right?
Mm-hmm.
My tail is tucked, my chin is tucked, and my shoulders are domed, just like in cat pose. We inhale to lift the knee a little higher, and then we exhale, place the foot between the hands. And now a lot of us have to grab the calf and kind of shove it up, and that's okay. So from here, I always shift the right hip forward and the left hip back. I will plant the right heel behind the right toes. Can you see that?
Yes.
When I do that, I have to bend my left knee. I have to engage my entire lower body and core to inhale, rise up, cartwheel the hands into my warrior two.
Thank you.
Everybody get that?
Yes.
It's tricky, right? There's a lot of little dynamic movements that make the world of difference. Being so mindful that when you're in this runner's lunge, it's so often that our hip is open and we always want to shift it and bring it neutral.
So I have to bring my knee down in order to bring it up to the front.
You have to do that?
Yeah, instead of being able to swing it up like you did, I have to bring it down to the mat and then step it up.
Great. That is absolutely fine.
Okay.
It took me years to be able to bring my foot up. Years. Okay, well then
before I had knee surgery, but now I can't bend it that far to get it to go up like that. So I wanted that alternate way.
you can do that. Hold on, I have a question. Are hips facing forward? Great question. Okay. Yes and no. So in warrior two, you got this, the left hip is here, but when your arms are open, you're externally rotated. So I get us when we're in that runner's lunge, I always align my body before I go into anything. Does that make sense? So so my hips are like facing the corner of the room. This is so great. I'm so grateful you asked that question. So we go into warrior two, and then sometimes we'll pivot into our crescent pose. Well, we can't do that and watch the screen at the same time. Hold on, I want to do it for you. So I'm going to do it. We're in warrior two. We're breathing deeply. That heel is dropped behind the toes. I take an inhale and I come into crescent pose. Now my hips are neutral to where the wall I am facing. I drop the heel, I open it up to the corner. I come forward, they're neutral to the wall. I come into warrior two, they open up to the corner. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, that was a great question. Does anybody else have any other questions about getting in to warrior two from mountain or from down dog? Or questions about down dog? Or even a question about going from down dog to crescent? That takes a lot of balance. Inner thigh strength, core strength, right? If you're here and then you have to find it's a drishti, right? Like a focal point. You're here, and then you bring the arms and you focus on one thing to come into it. If you're just kind of looking around, forget about it. We're never going to have a balance. We have to have a focal point and kind of ground ourselves. That's why we spend time in class breathing and grounding, so we can move in these poses with as much grace and balance as possible. Okay. Any other questions about those two poses? Well, actually three: down dog, warrior two, and crescent pose. Okay, we're good? Okay, next warrior pose. Okay, we'll take it from mountain. So we're in our mountain pose, our hands are on our hips, and ground into it, grow tall, align your body. We inhale here, and we will step the right foot back. Okay, warrior one. I'm gonna do it like this so you can see. Warrior one is different. It is a heel to heel alignment. Kind of makes it like you're standing on a tightrope. So hard on the balance. And if it's too hard, you just heel toe the foot out a little bit more. But ideally, it is heel to heel alignment. The front knee is bent. Now to the question of hips in warrior two. Hips in warrior one are tricky because if you are heel to heel, that left knee is bent, tracking the second toe over the ankle or behind. You will push that right hip forward, but by the nature of anatomy, with the heel to heel alignment, that right hip will be a little further back than the left hip, right? Does that make sense? And then we bring the arms overhead. And we breathe. I used to hate warrior one. Because, I don't know why, I just hated it. But I like it now. I don't love it. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's my favorite pose. But I have appreciated the benefits that it gives my body. So that's the front pose, that's the front ankle. And then here is the side angle. So you can see that hip can't really get even with the left, and that's okay. And we breathe here. We take an inhale, and then pivot onto the ball of the right foot, and then step into mountain and shake it out. Everybody got a little warmth in the legs? We'll do the other side, make it more even. Any questions about that pose? Okay. Mountain pose, hands on the hips, ground, engage, Take an inhale, ground into the right foot and step the left foot back. Step it in line so that it is a heel to heel alignment. Bend that right knee. Twist the torso so your chest can be center in neutral to the front of the room, but that left hip probably won't get there. And bring the arms overhead and breathe. And so if you're in this pose and you are heel to heel alignment, that was another thing. It took me a long time to be able to do heel to heel alignment because it is truly like walking on a balance beam for gymnastics. So if you need to heel toe the foot out just a little bit so that it's hip distance, you can. It's okay. And breathe. Next side view. And so from here, we take an inhale, we grow tall, and then we pivot onto the ball of the left foot, coming into our crescent pose. Inhale, take a deep inhale, ground, strengthen, and then bring the left foot to meet the right. And bring it down. So, downward facing dog. Warrior two, coming from mountain and from down dog. Warrior one and crescent. Good?
Can I ask a question?
Always.
What is the difference in crescent and warrior one?
Oh, so warrior one, your heel is down. Let me get close.
Okay.
Your heel is down.
Right.
Warrior crescent pose, we are on the ball of our foot.
Okay.
And we're like this. That's the difference.
What does it move the torso differently?
Yeah. When you pivot onto the ball of your foot, your hips can become neutral to the front of the room. Absolutely. Do it. Let me feel that. Yes, always have a soft bend in your knees, even the back leg. Yes. I have to put my glasses on to read that. Oh, no, I don't, if it's up here.
Okay, then I'm up on my toes.
Let me
then I step forward.
Hold on, I want to see you. I can't see your feet. I'd love to see your feet, Madge. No, you don't want me to see your feet?
I don't know if I can, let me see if I can tilt this.
Yes, having your back leg bent is always okay. And always, no matter what yoga pose you're ever in, we never want to lock our legs. Okay. Good. So when you come up, when you bring the foot, so here's warrior, can you see me better? Here's warrior one, you pivot onto the ball of the foot, and then when you step the foot up, we do hip distance.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, oh, you know what? A really great question was just asked about the knees being bent. So let's go into warrior two. So there's always a softness in that back knee. Always. If it needs to bend a little, it's okay. What we never, ever want to do is lock it out. We never want to lock it out. Never. So always just have a softness in the knee. Right? And we never want to lock out the knee because it puts too much pressure on our patella. And then we'll pivot onto the ball, coming into crescent. Ooh, I did that without looking front. And then we step forward into mountain. Okay, great. That was a great question. Any other questions about those poses? Those are really important poses. I will probably teach one form or the other in almost every single class I teach besides meditation and stress and de-stress. Okay, from mountain, I want to do one more thing because we did it yesterday, I think, in cardio class. So in mountain pose, we'll step back into warrior two. So find your warrior two. So you know what I find also? Sometimes we don't step back enough, either from mountain or down dog. And when you get up here, you can always widen your stance. And just the knee can never go over past the ankle. Okay, So yesterday, if you were with me in cardio, we bent the right elbow and we hinged this way and placed our right elbow on our thigh with the palm up, right? The glute is tucked under. So the arm, and I will say this every time we're in poses, whatever, I don't know what your shoulder health is. So your arm can extend over the ear. It can be kept up, or you can bend the elbow and place the forearm on your back. You peel open the shoulder. We're trying to stack our shoulders one on top of the other. Palm is facing up like you're holding a platter. Your core is engaged. You inhale without moving the lower part of the body, and you bring yourself back up into warrior two. Awesome oblique workout right there. Everybody feel that? You feel it? Okay, so let's just come center, move around, shake it out. We're gonna do that from the other side, mountain pose, hands on the hips, take an inhale, exhale, step it back. Find your warrior two. Heels behind the toes. So we inhale, we grow tall, and then we exhale, bend the left elbow, and then begin to cartwheel the elbow down to the thigh. And then wherever your arm is comfortable. And breathe. Palms facing up. Your shoulders are stacked. Getting that stretch in the right side body. Engage your core and inhale, rise up into your warrior two. And then come out of that. How was that? How did that feel for your body? That is a more advanced, that's an advanced pose, but for cardio, for strength and stretch classes, we will be incorporating those kind of poses, but I want everybody to be familiar with getting in and out and being in it with integrity. So, okay, I love that pose so much. It's one of my faves. I'll show you another one of my faves. So from here, mountain pose. We exhale, step back. We're coming into warrior two. So find your warrior two. Gaze over the left fingertips, roll the shoulders back and down. Just grow tall. Inhale. And then exhale, the shoulders relax. And on your next inhale, we begin to straighten the left knee. But when we do that, we're not letting it wobble around, right? Sometimes you can do it, wobble it around gently. I don't want no injury, but just to kind of feel it. And then just slowly with control, bring it in. Soft bend here, never lock it out. You see how it's locked right here? Can you tell? So bad for your knee. It's always a soft bend in the knee. Inhale, grow tall. And then reach forward. So you're kind of dropping that right hip, lifting the right hip up. We're reaching. You get to that stopping point. Make sure that you're upright, like your entire body's against a wall. And then we cartwheel down. The palm is on the thigh. The arm is up and overhead, triangle pose. Or bent behind your right, same thing, just adjust for your arm. Breathing deeply, then bend into the knee and bring yourself up. Warrior two. Drop it up, we'll do the other side. Mountain pose, ground into the right foot, step the left foot back. Bend that right knee, find your warrior two. Gaze over the right fingertips. Pause here, grow tall, relax the shoulders. On your next inhale, we slowly begin to straighten that right knee. We keep the lower body exactly the way it is, and we reach, like we're reaching for something. We reach and let that left hip come up. We exhale, keeping that lower body exactly the way it is, keeping the arms exactly the way they are. We begin to cartwheel the hand into a triangle pose. And again, the arms can be anywhere you need them to be. Peel open that left shoulder. Breathe deeply. A lot of power here. This takes a lot of strength. Slowly bend that right knee. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Find your warrior two. And breathe. All right, any questions about that? Those two poses that we just did are more advanced poses, but we will be incorporating them into cardio classes and strengthening classes, and I want you all to be familiar with them. All right, are we good? What do you want to work on next? So we've covered a lot. Oh, we don't have time. Shoot. I was having so much fun. All right, let's end the session with 3 half sun salutations and a child's pose for our Shavasana today. So find your mountain pose. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are bent, arms out to the side. Rise up. Exhale, prayer, hands to heart center. 2 more. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are bent, rise, flat back. Core engagement. Exhale, prayer, hands to heart center. 1 more, because 3 is a charm. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step back, drop the knees. Your big toes can touch. You can have the knees together or the knees open and come into child's pose. You can drop the elbows or place the arms behind you with the palms facing up by your feet. Gently sway side to side. And then pause in stillness and breathe deeply into the back side of your body. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Bring the arms overhead into an active child's pose. Press into the palms and slowly walk yourself up. Bring hands to prayer. Slight bow of the forehead in reverence to your passion for your practice. So much respect and honor for you showing up today and actively learning and bringing this into your body. From my heart to yours, the divine light within me bows and honors to the divine light within you. Namaste. Okay, my yogis, very impressive. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for caring for your bodies enough to take the time to learn these little nuances that make the world of difference, right? Namaste.
Namaste.
Are there any questions?
Yes, I have one. This is Loretta. I know you can't see me. I just didn't finish my hair, so I can't go on camera. But here's my thing. I have a question. I did not know my arms was as weak as they are.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my balance is not so good. So like on the dog pose, and then when you bring up your knee towards your head,
Mhm.
there's no way I can do that. I am afraid I'm going to fall flat on my face.
Okay.
So
You're going to
I
stay in,
just skip that one.
you're going to stay in tabletop, Loretta.
Okay.
Because everything we do in down dog you can do in tabletop. You will just modify. So in down dog, we do this, right? We pedal back and forth. You're gonna
Yes.
tabletop, and you'll just do this because that's what it is. You know, you just sway the hips side to side, getting a nice stretch in the side body and the hips.
Okay.
When you bring the leg up, you can bring your leg up, and then however you can, you grab onto it. Wait, can you see me? You can grab onto it and drag it up, right?
Yes.
And then come into whatever pose we're in at that point. And Loretta, I have had students in class that have had to just kind of get up and then get into the pose. And that's okay too. So be where you're at. Great question. And if you keep practicing, you'll notice, oh, maybe today I can go into down dog for 5 seconds. And then in a couple more weeks, you're like, oh, I'm in down dog and I'm okay.
Well, and the other one is, it's not a question, but remember you have us, if we can't go in the baby pose, I mean, you know that the baby pose where you lean your back.
Child pose.
I can do it. Yeah, child. I can do it when I spread my knees.
Yes.
I can go back into that pose better with just one single pillow behind me.
Yes.
Before I can do it at all.
You can sit on a pillow to lift the glutes. And I have to tell you that I prefer 90% of the time my legs open because I feel suffocated.
Mm-hmm.
If my belly is on my thighs, I feel suffocated a lot of the times. So that's
yes, because I have a belly. So yes.
Right. We have belly, we have boobs, we have stuff going on. So
yes.
You know, we have to find our comfort in that pose. Yes.
Oh,
great.
thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Great. We covered a lot of material today, you guys.
Yes. Yes.
We covered a lot of material. I'm so excited for tomorrow's class. Let Liz know your experience of these classes. She loves to know, share it on any platform of social media that you're comfortable with. My next classes, I am teaching, sorry, I'm giving you guys a headache. I am teaching 11 classes a week now, so check the schedule. I'm teaching one tomorrow, 7:30 my time in California, so wherever you're at. And then I'm teaching again on Sunday morning. And then on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I teach 3 classes. So hopefully you can join me. Yeah, so check out the schedule and check it out.
On Sunday, good. Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many classes on Sunday.
I'm just teaching one on Sunday.
Right, but there's not many classes going on Sunday, so I'll be able to make that one.
Oh, good. I'm glad. After this class, you'll get notes from today. You'll get the video. And if you don't, you can go to help at getsetup.io. Please, please, please give us our feedback. Really, it helps me help you, right? Madge, really, your feedback from this last class today, it really, I understand that. And it helps me see it through the other side of the computer. So thank you. Feedback is crucial to help me help you. Please, please, please share with a friend, refer your friends to Get Set Up. We teach hundreds of hours of classes a month. It's amazing what we do. If you would like to host an interest group, let us know. We'd love to have you. We partner with all these amazing organizations. If you know of an organization that aligns with ours, with Get Set Up's commitment to the quality of older adults' lives, please set us up with them. And again, if you do not, for whatever reason, get a recording, you can go to help at getsetup.io. We have Kim with us, who is able to help you if you have any questions about registering for classes. Other than that, 3 and done today.
Thank you so much.
Susan, good job, my friends. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
I'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.